And this is my introduction about my team. I'm Lam, and I'm the team captain of for promotion, and we agreed. Our team consisted of Vu, Can, and me. Today we are going to present our arguments for the motion 4. That zoos are good for animals.
Okay, thank you very much, Rick. And the team again, please introduce.
This is Nhiên, and this is Phương. They're my teammates. And now back to the main thing. We strongly believe that zoos are bad for animals. We'll dig into that later.
Okay, thank you, Alex. All right. Better with the language for rebuttal. So when you...
The debate class is a class for who want to improve debating skill. It's also where we can share our arguments and learn about teamwork and brainstorming and another skill. Here we also have some hilarious moment and happy together.
Debate class is definitely one of the most useful and informative classes I've ever participated in. It has helped me develop many cognitive abilities such as critical thinking, communication, and teamwork. In addition, it has also helped me open my worldview into more controversial topics around the world. Overall, I'm satisfied with the amount of fun I've had, and I'm happy to be on the ride from start to finish.
About the debate class, we have a lot of fun and memory in this class. We learn how to debate and communicate with others, teamwork skills, understanding conversational issues, which is very helpful for our future. And the teacher is also very friendly and nice.
The atmosphere in this class is very comfortable and enjoyable. We have more confidence than before we joined this class. We have made a lot of more new friends. I think we're gonna miss each other when we graduations. In zoos, animals may not get to lead their own wildlife, but they can still benefit from living in captivity from conservation efforts and protection from poachers to specialized diet, medical care, and good attention from devoted workers. And zookeepers play an important role in keeping the animals safe, healthy, and active in the world.
Zoos. They're kidnapped to supply zoos, and they sometimes are killed for that. For starters, animals are naturally found in zoos. They find themselves in zoos because zoos prefer to capture and display young animals. But the parents send in the way, so zoos hire hunters to kill the parents. So many animals die in the process.
If you don't attend the educational programs, activities, or special events, children will still absorb an insane amount of knowledge when visiting a zoo. They will use all of their senses to take in the surroundings and expand their understanding about animals and their environment. They will learn the way an animal smells, the sound it makes, the way it feels, and what it looks like. Zoos offer a truly multi-sensory approach to learning.
To live in the natural environment without being extinct.
Zoos can help to rehabilitate wildlife and take in exotic pets that people no longer want or are no longer able to care for.
Zoos make children have wrong views about keeping animals locked is the way to protect them, so that's very bad. Zoos can protect animals from poachers who hunt in the wild for various purposes by providing animals with designed habitats and shelter. Zoo workers can help to keep them safe, and this can also be especially important for endangered species, as those in desperate need for our protection can receive the safe
haven of a zoo until all the solutions can be found.
Animals aren't allowed to choose their own mates or friends. Or for captive animals, we restrict that they can do and who they can socialize.
Many zoos have breeding programs for endangered species. In the wild, these individuals might have trouble finding mates and breeding, and species could become extinct because of that.
Zoo help these animals to attract visitors. Those animals belong in the wild, not in the cages. When you remove them from their natural environment, you disrupt their native ecosystem. In addition, animals who live for years in zoos loses the knowledge that is required to live in the wild.
Seeing an animal in person is much more personal and more memorable experience than seeing that animal in a nature documentary, and is more likely to foster basic attitude toward animals.
These are two levels of feeling space. Some animals are big will be uncomfortable because of the cage, such as elephants or tiger.
Visiting a zoo can help children understand the importance of taking care of the environment, as it has a significant impact on the life and welfare of animals. Zoos also teaches families about the importance of conservation and animal care. Children can especially learn from the impact humans have on animals. Visitors can also learn the unique story about each animal as they walk around the zoo.
Animals aren't allowed to make the decisions how to spend their time. Like the zoos make the timetable for animals, the time for them to eat, the time for them to play, to spend their time on others, and like performance on the zoos too.
A great advantage of zoos is that they give animals an improved diet and provides them with specialized veterinary care. Because caring zoo workers are well educated on animal nutrition and health, they can provide much needed vitamins, minerals, proteins and fats to an animal's diet, something that animals don't usually get in their natural habitats. Similarly, they can also provide thorough medical care to those animals in need of medical attention, including treatments for illness and disease, as well as regular checkups to ensure their overall health.
Zoos care for animals because they can go to supply zoo, but sometimes if there are too much animals, some forget to be fed and care for them. So this animal can be really hungry or sick, and they can even die.
Some workers can also give the animal good. Zoo can give animals good life condition, and also provide
But some visitors disturb and not respect the animals, using control object and provocative the animals, make them lose their temper. They will might be attack the visitor. So that's not good.
Visiting a zoo is the perfect way to spend a day together as a family. Grandparents, parents, cousins, and siblings can find something to enjoy at the zoo. One of my fondest recent memory is visiting the Turtle Black Zoo with my mom, grandmother, and my two brothers. It was an exciting and magical day for everyone.
And when animals get old, they're not worth it for zoos anymore. So just a few of the zoos still care for the animals, so they'll keep it and care for it. But most of the zoos think that they're not worth it, so they'll kill the animals, so they won't have to kill it or cost any more money on it. And it will be very poorly for the animals when they die.
By bringing people and animals together, zoos educate the public and foster an appreciation of the other species.
When a few animals are taken to the zoo, they will be separated from their family. This is really hurtful. Imagine if it happened to you. How would you feel when you are separated from your loved ones?
Most zoos offer education programming, including camps that help children become more aware of animal behavior, care, and conversation.
But animals need to be freedom, not entertainment for humans. So we need to mobilization and learn not to lock them in the zoo.
Visiting a zoo helps children understand the importance of taking care of the environment, and it has significant impact on the life and welfare of animals. Zoo also teaches family about the importance of conservation and animal care. Children can especially learn about the impacts humans have on animals, and as this zoo takes in animals that are sick and already abused, like popcorn zoo.
Some zoos can provide enough food for the animals. What if the animals get sick and they don't know much about the animals, and they can't provide enough medicines and food for them to care, and then they'll grow healthy again. And if they can't, the animals will probably die.
For many kids and adults, the best way to learn is by doing and feeling. Many zoos offer petting and feeding areas, which allow kids to truly immerse themselves in the animal lives. The Turtleback Zoo also offers an amazing touch tank where visitors can touch live sharks and stingrays. It is an experience that the kids will never forget.
Some people say that zoo is educational because it teaches the children about the animal, but if you want to know about animals, you can even watch it on Discovery Channel, so we don't have to put the animal in cages.
But we can also know more about the animal when we go to the zoos and learn about them.
Every animal has its own natural habitat. So if we put those animals in another natural narrows and deprived habitats, they won't live long and die.
As children walk around the zoo, they are exposed to words and concepts. It encourages dialogue between parents, children, and siblings.
Some zoos will get animals to do some performance, and they'll have to train animals very hard for that. And some animals don't take the training things very seriously because they can't do it. So the zookeepers sometimes have to hurt the animals for them to train, and many animals get hurt because of that.
In my opinion, hurting an animal in order to teach them how to behave is just like teaching a child how to normally behave by violent means, and in my opinion there's nothing wrong about that.
Healthy animals are killed because zoos are not qualified to live, and most zoos choose to keep animals because visitors like to see baby animal, but zoo is not 100% the same as their own natural environment, so some of them will not live long and died.
But now there are many zoos that care about animal life, and they are also trying to rehabilitate them.
Why do you want to waste your money for zoos and go in there to watch those poor animals have been locked in a narrow cage and gonna be dead for some days because food is not worries and boring? Stop going to the zoo, guys.
As I mentioned, we should go to the zoo because while walking around with your child, it is important to label every animal and ask questions. This will help increase their vocabulary and comprehension skill.
So that's all our reasons, and because of those reasons, we strongly believe that zoos are very bad for animals.
Thank you, Alex. Do you have a conclusion, concluding sentence?
And to conclude, our team thinks that the zoos are definitely good for animals or who are near extinction, and there are no parents. There are no parents.